What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Bridger, and today we're getting ready to go for the back nine of the Savannahs from just the other day. If you missed the front nine, you can check it up there in the top corner. But getting ready to go here on hole 10 and take the driver and absolutely shank it to the left here. At this point, the heat is absolutely getting to me here. We did not get fully prepared at the turnaround because they didn't have any food for us, which actually really sucked. So shot 3 here, take a 56-degree wedge, and I kind of chunk it a little bit here. Gives me about 58 yards or so for another 56-degree wedge shot. And as you can see, I'm getting real frustrated here at this one. So I try to chip it up with a 52-degree and give it a little too much juice. Leave myself about a 20-foot putt here. And this would be for double bogey. And I almost saved double bogey, but this will give us a tap in for a triple to start the back nine. Moving on to hole 11, 363-yard par 4. Take the driver, hit a pretty nice shot here in the fairway, but just a little bit off to the right. And unfortunately, this is the only real shot that I got of this whole entire hole, because everything else I shot a little too close, but ended up with a double bogey at the end of hole 11. But we move on to the 460-yard par 5, hole 12. Take the driver, hit a little quick fade there to get myself right about in the middle of the fairway, but not very far. About 288 left to go here, so I grab a 3-wood, and I hit it pretty decently, but the distance wasn't necessarily what I was hoping for. I end up about 125 yards left, so I grab a 9-iron and hit a low scully shot here. So I am just past the green, a little off to the right for my 4th shot. About 20 yards out, so I grab a putter, give it a good old whack there to get back onto the green here. So for par, about 8 feet out, and I miss it. Give it too much juice. So that's really frustrating. So a nice little tap in here for bogey, and that will fit. Oh, wait a minute, that's right. I suck. So missed the tap in, so I'll pick up for a double bogey. Now, we are here now at the par 3, hole 13, 164 yards. I grabbed a 7-iron. I should have grabbed a 6 because it was a beautiful shot, but I left myself about 30 yards shy, which really, really sucks. I thought maybe a 6-iron could have gotten me a little bit closer, obviously. So, grab the putter, give it a good old whack, but I'm still not on the green yet. I'm about a couple yards out. So, I give it a little too much juice this time, so I'll leave myself about a 15-footer for bogey. And wouldn't you know it, this one actually does drop for a bogey. Funny how golf works. But here we are now, hole 14, 307-yard par 4. Take the driver, hit a really good shot. My drives have been pretty decent on the back nine here. Get a little bit more comfortable with that club as time progresses. But about 180 yards left to go, so I grabbed the 3-wood. Didn't give it my all on this one, but I do get some pretty decent contact with it. So about 45 yards out, so I try to pitch a 56-degree wedge, and I am right on the green here. Give myself about a 30-foot putt, and this one almost scoots in. I was just a little too far right, and I had a little too much power with it. So an 8-footer left to go for a bogey, and absolutely robbed I on this hole. So for a tap in for the double, and we move on. Now in golf, everybody has a meltdown hole every now and again, and this one, ladies and gentlemen, is my meltdown hole here. Par 5, hole 15, 423 yards. The drive sucked. The second shot was decent. I'm playing pinball here on either side of the hole going down. 317 yards with the 3-wood leaves me about 235 left to go, so I grab the 3-wood again, hit a terrible shot straight off to the left-hand side. And I don't know why I'm trying this shot here. I'm trying to punch it underneath this tree with a 7-iron, but I just get a little too underneath it and just send it right into the branch. Leaves me about 73 yards left to go for a 60-degree. That's usually about a full shot with that wedge for me, but I just get too underneath it, and it just doesn't really go anywhere. So I got a little too frustrated and just decided to pick up for a triple bogey. So after some water and a cold towel, we get ready to go for the hole 16 par 4, 267 yards. As you can see, the hat is turned backwards, so it is go time, baby. Absolute piss missile out to the left-hand side. just off the fairway here to the left, about 132 yards. So I grab a 9-iron and chunk it just a little bit. Didn't get all the distance. So about 42 yards out, grab my sand wedge, 56 degree. And I just kind of hit right behind the ball. I don't really get all of it, so I leave myself shy about 30 feet left. So I grab the putter from off the green, and this is for my fourth shot here. Just leave it a little too far left, so for a bogey, about 3 feet left to go. Boom, here we go. Moving on to the par 3. All right, here we go. Par 3, hole 17, 112 yards. Grab a pitching wedge. Beautiful shot. Just a little too far right, if I do say so myself. However, I am on the fringe, the back of the fringe, so technically a green in regulation, which is great. So about 15 feet out, I almost grab a birdie for the day, but just a little too far left, so I get a tap-in par to move on to the 18th. Now, at this point, y'all, it is hot. I am tired. I've been dealing with just such a crappy round all day. So what better way to end a round than to make it even worse? So this one dog left super far left, and the worst place I needed to go was right, and that's exactly where I ended up. I tried to lay up with a 9-iron. It didn't quite work. So about 140 yards out, I grab an 8-iron, and I just squeak over the water that's over there. So I grab a 56 degree wedge from about 30 yards out and try to chip it on. And I don't get all of it. That's been a very common practice here this round. So about 35 feet out, I grab a putter. Rode the curve there a little to the left, and I didn't get all of it. So for my 6th shot, about 15 feet out, I just don't give it enough juice here. So about 2 feet out, it lips out. Of course it lips out. Why the hell wouldn't it? So for a quad bogey, that will end the round for a back score of 54. And as you can see, I was so fed up, so I threw my ball into the water. So here we are. Back score of 54, 18 over. I averaged 2.3 putts per hole. I did hit 1 green in regulation there on the 17th. And for the back 9, much like the first, I was 71.4 fairway hit percentage, which is pretty sweet. For the entire round, I shot 106, 34 over, so unfortunately I do not break 100 this go around. But for the whole round, we ended up with 3 pars, 5.6 green in regulation percentage, which was just that 1 on the 17th. For the whole kit and caboodle, 57.1% fairways hit, and I averaged 2.2 putts per hole, and my handicap did go up 1 point, so I'm up to 33.2, which is very unfortunate because I was trying to get that going the other direction. But some things to work on for next round: cut down on the 3 putts. I think I had 29 total putt strokes that whole round, which a lot of those could have been cut down very easily. I just need to work on really focusing and making sure that I hit the absolute best stroke as possible. Another thing to work on is making sure that I have a better understanding of my club distances. There are a couple times where I hit an iron that was way too short, so I just have to make sure that I know about how far each of my clubs can go. And another thing is to always bring some extra food and some extra water. What happened at the turn at the clubhouse was the lady didn't have any actual food. They didn't put the hot dogs on the roller just yet, so we were kind of left with just some bags of chips. So always make sure to bring a snack with me on the course for sure, especially in this hot-ass Florida weather. But guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Guys, I am Captain Bridger, and we will see you all next time.